Hi, I'm Ariana with Fresh Pair of Eyes. How are you, Kelly and Morgan?
Hi, how are you?
Good. It's great to talk to you again, Kelly, and nice to meet you, Morgan.
Hi.
Hi. So there's a scene where Jen father tells her that coloring outside the lines makes the picture looks better. How would you say that Emerson and Jen take on that philosophy this season, or not at all?
I think that as a cop in Detroit, I think in order to survive and get the job done, you have to color outside the lines. I think that Jin comes into season two very idealistic, and she ends season two coming into season three definitely outside the lines already, and having to sort of pick up the pieces and fix things to get back in. And so, yeah, she's definitely starting season three already a little bit more sort of outside of, her moral values than she wants to be.
Yes. What about Emerson?
I think the same thing. I think in the beginning, she's just proving herself. There's a lot of proving herself to Jen. And, like Kelly has said, the roles have shifted, for her. So she's the new girl in and she's proving herself, but not even just being the new girl. I mean, her background and where she comes from doesn't necessarily give her the respect in this world. And so there's a lot of proving. And then as the relationship blossoms, there's more trust there. And she knows what she's dealing with. And so, to make the change happen in the community that she cares so much about, yeah, she has to, go along with some things that may not be the thing that she wants to do, or the right thing to do, rather.
Yes. So Jen doesn't have to deal with Detective Bryant's shenanigans and his single-mindedness when it comes to BMF. With that, how do you think she grows and changes this season, or has she picked up a lot of Bryant's ways?
I think that she had to learn a lot from Bryant about how things were done in this department in Detroit. She's really trying to save Kevin, who is, just found himself in a terrible situation, and she's really trying to in turn sort of save herself. And I think she's got this sort of this savior sort of thing where she's lost her sister, she couldn't save her sister, and so she's trying to save everybody in the world. And she's I think that she's been just really tested. Bryant's really tested her, and she kind of had to follow him and go down that path in order to survive.
Yes. We see that Emerson also has kind of a darker past than expected. She kind of mentions issues with drugs. Do you think her past makes her an asset, or could it cause problems down the line?
I think it makes her an asset, because I think, honestly, that's what makes her connectable. That's where she gets that. It's like the open door to Jen. Jen is like, oh, okay, you're not who I, thought you were. And so, yeah, so I think her struggles actually make her extremely stronger. And in this relationship and in the world that she's fighting in to, prove herself in. So, yeah, I think it's going to be great also for the viewers to see, because that changes their thought process on how they view her and see her.
Yes. So what was one of your favorite scenes working together? Because last season, Kelly, you were with Bryant a lot. How was it kind of like to have this sisterhood, and even Morgan, Kelly helping you enter this very crazy world of not only BMF, but the fandom of BMF?
Yeah, it is a crazy world.
It is. Yeah. I'll say for me, one of my favorite scenes, I don't even know if I can but we had such a connection and such a blast offset. And so to be on set in this one specific scene, we just got to come alive. I'll say this much. We were able to come alive. We were able to be ourselves in the way that we have connected our sisterhood. just really showed itself, and it was so much fun filming that part of the scene. I know you probably know what I'm talking about, Kelly, but I don't want to go too much.
I do. I think we can say the singing, right?
Yes,
Is that the one you're talking about? Where we had to sing?
Yes. We got to sing and karaoke and like have a blast. And yeah, so that is like one of my favorite scenes. I have so many,
Me too.
Thinking, I just felt like we really got to have fun in that one.
Absolutely. That I was going to say that was my favorite scene as well.
Yeah. Because Kelly's like, no, wait a minute. I do not want to karaoke sing. I'm like, girl, it's going to be fun. I love this. So
it's my absolute worst fear, having to sing in public and then having to do it. Like, I'd rather be naked than have to sing in public.
I was about to say, Kelly, you were just with Bryant last season. You were more nervous to sing karaoke. And Kelly, kind of, how did you introduce Morgan to kind of the fandom? Because you've been in so many things, but I don't think it compares to the love and passion that people have for BMF.
Well, I think she already knew about the fandom because she was a fan.
Exactly. Yeah. I was probably more nervous, but that's how amazing Kelly was. She's like so open and welcoming, and stories, and she's like, I'm literally bigging you up, like a great person, honestly. Because I was saying this, like, you don't always get to work with people. You might do a great job, on camera, but they say cut, and then you're like, okay. Yeah. So this was really like a treat. Like, honestly, Kelly's amazing. Absolutely.
Awesome.
We had a great time. I gave her some digs, and she like was the best. I mean, we had so many laughs off camera. It was just fun every day coming to work.
Yes, and I'm sure that's very enjoyable on and off camera, and I can't wait to see that. And I can't wait to talk to you guys about this again and future projects.
Yes.
Awesome. Thank you. Bye.